What's up, everybody? Welcome. My name is Clark. I'd like to say greetings. I'd like to say Uhuru, peace, ashe, hotep to all those out there, and thank you for tuning in. So today, I want to talk to you about something that I've been giving a great deal of thought to lately, and it's about using this time and maximizing our ability to become our greatest self. And what prompted me to do this because, with all this extra time on my hands, I've really had a chance to get into a lot of reading, studying different lectures out there. I was listening to an audiobook by Deepak Chopra, and I've also read this book several times called The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. And it just resonates so strong, and it really is the key to helping you get through this pandemic. I know it's tough being sheltered in place, not being able to go out and see loved ones or family members, being stuck in a household, our patience growing thin, you're starting to get on the nerves of everybody. Hey, we all need a break. We all need an outlet. So how do we best do this? I'll give you a couple of points here. Something I picked up, something I practiced off and on, but I need to be more consistent in myself. And that is taking the time each morning and evening to have some silence. No TV, no social media, no music, no conversation, just you and the universe. Along with this, I would like you to try incorporating in your meditation, okay? Now, meditation can be different things for different people. I like to listen to the sounds of nature. I like to listen to some guided meditations, and I like to give my thanks and praise and my gratitudes to pay that to the ancestors and our creator, Amen Ra. For others, it might be to the Lord Jesus Christ. For others, it might be to Allah. Whatever it is, you need to take this time, for one, and make that connection so you can figure out what is your contribution that you can make based on the God-given gift that is individual and unique to you. Everybody has something that they can do better than anybody else out here. But it's up to us to figure out what that is. It doesn't mean that I'm going to be the best basketball player is the only avenue, or I'm going to be the best actor. Hey, whatever it is that you figure that you're called to do, okay? Not what everybody else wants you to do, but what is it that you can do? How do we get to this point? Well, we got to have that time away from the distractions. Okay? We have been so deprogrammed by the educational system, by the comfort in what I call the known. Okay, we've all been told that, hey, you go to school, pay attention, get good grades, go to college, get a great job, you're set for life. Now, that might not necessarily be the case right now. And it hasn't been for years. Now, don't get me wrong, doing good in school is important. However, we put all that pressure, we put so much pressure on doing well in school and not paying attention to what it is that we're called to do, that our creator provided us with this unique ability to do, that we never find true happiness. And I know I myself, I went to college. I went to college because my parents were first generation college graduates in their family. And then it was the expectation, at that time, in that place, you go to college, you come out, you work for a company for 30, 40 years, you got enough hopefully to retire, you get a little bit of pension, and then you die. But now that I'm older, I realize there is so much more to it than that. Okay, what is it that I was really passionate about? I never really knew, because I got caught up in what we call this rat race. And so now that I'm no longer able to work due to my disability, I try to figure out what it is that what is it that I can do? What kind of contribution can I leave in this universe, in this place called Earth, in this time? And that is, I can share my story. I find myself doing it constantly. And I see how it impacts others. Since I've been doing that, I've had several podcasts, radio interviews. The YouTube channel is starting to do pretty good. And I noticed that making a difference in people's life is what I really love doing. And it's not that I have any set goals. Will it ever turn out monetary? Who knows? I really don't care. It's my passion, okay? It just makes me feel good. I mean, anytime that I can walk up and have a conversation with somebody and see that they draw some inspiration, and maybe a few months, couple years down the road, that they come up and tell me that that conversation we had that day made a difference, or they shared something that they learned from me with the loved one in their life and it really made a difference with them. That brings great joy to my heart. That brings me pleasure. And so what I encourage you to do, and I've said this before, is whatever it is that you're really passionate about, share it, because that will make a difference with somebody. It could be your artwork. It could be the fact that you just take some time to actually listen to somebody, especially when you run into a lot of older folks. I mean, we forget these older folks, a lot of their peers have died off. Some of their family members have died off, and a lot of these folks are very lonely. So just taking the time, learning the wisdom from them, hearing their stories will make a difference in their life. So in Deepak Chopra's 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, the last chapter, chapter 7, last law, he talks about is Dharma. And he had something very interesting, and it really made me just had the wheels turning in my head. I mean, I can't do anything about the past because that's past, right? But imagine what would happen if we, at an early age, instilled in our children that they should have one job. This job is to figure out what it is that they can do better than anybody else, and how does our Creator want us to use that to help out our fellow man. Now you might say to yourself that, well, if we do this, they're not going to focus on school. Well, Chopra actually did this with his own kids. And he told them, I don't want you to worry about school. I don't want you to worry about making a living. I just want you to focus on what your gift is. And now, when it came time to go to school, his kids did very well. Went to some great schools, and they make a whole lot of money. But allowing them to create really allowed them to figure out what it is that they can do. And so that's something that I would like to see us as a collective whole is encourage our youth to really start pursuing those passions and instill in their minds that this will be the basic foundation for their success, and everything else will flow naturally. So with that, I'd like to say thank you for tuning in. Hotep, y'all have a good day. On Boozadelic.